Sagittarius, welcome. Madame is here now. So, Sagittarius, what's going to happen now is we're going to have a reading. And it will be for the beginning of July, but actually just any time you stumble upon it. I will be showing you some pictures and saying some words about these pictures. They will maybe make up some stories. I will be telling you the stories the only way I can, the only way I know how to tell the stories, and you will be understanding the stories the only way you know how to understand the stories. Please bear in mind it is scientifically not possible to predict future with a piece of paper, and it certainly is not what I'm trying to perform here. What this piece of paper can do with its pictures and associations and everything, it can stimulate your imagination. And your imagination is what shapes your reality. It works like this. For example, you see here something that maybe looks, sounds familiar, maybe not, but you really like it. You want it to be part of your life. So I say, yeah, that's my story. And it becomes your story. If you see something that might be familiar, might be not familiar, but you really don't want to have anywhere near you, so I say, well, you don't even say anything. That's the point. You don't spend any energy on it. You just forget all about it after you close the video, and it's not part of your story. This is how it works. If you want to say thank you for the reading, you can click the like button. You can subscribe to the video, to the channel. Okay, once again, you can hit the like button. You can subscribe to the channel. You can recommend the video or the channel. Share it with somebody. You can buy me a coffee. There's a link in the description. If you don't feel like any of this, please just do something nice in the world around you. Make people smile. Do good. If you feel like you had a bad day, if you have a bad mood, if you don't like me, the video, the reading, the channel, YouTube, the world in general, please hit the dislike button. Let it out. It's not healthy to keep it in. And without further ado, let's see what we have. We have the Magician in the reverse. We have the Queen of Cups in the reverse. We have the Magician in the reverse again. What's going on here? We have the Raccoon in the reverse. We have the Storks and the Anchor. All right, so Sagittarius, we need to talk. You are certain that some changes are supposed to happen in your life because you're not happy with the current status, whatever it might be. It's time for the changes to happen. It is expected. It is to be expected that these changes should happen. Like maybe you feel like it's about time for you to be promoted, or it's about time for you to, I don't know, meet somebody. Something like that. The thing is, you don't do anything for it. Or if you do something, it's not what should be done for it. Because what should be done for it is for you to attune yourself emotionally to what you want to happen. And emotionally, you're not there. So if we stick with the story about the promotion, yeah, you could use more money, you could use more authority, or maybe you think you would be good in this new position. You could use more status that comes with it. But in your heart, you might be thinking, oh no, it only means more work, less time, more responsibilities. How I hate it already. Or you feel stressed about it even before it's happened. So what it does to you, it affects your subconscious, and it makes you make decisions. And we make about 30,000 decisions every day, be it as in, what should I eat for lunch, and do I put the shoe on the right or on the left foot first, stuff like that. It's all decisions. So we make tons of decisions every day, and some of them are also influencing our life, more importantly than what shoe you put on first. So it makes you, without even realizing it, make decisions that won't get you to this promotion, because you don't feel like you want this promotion. So for you to have the change happen, you have to emotionally be ready to have this change in your life. So, because otherwise, no matter what you do, you will be sabotaging every chance for this change to happen because you don't want it to happen. We have the white card. We have the Seven of Wands. We have the Emperor in the reverse. We have the Dragon in the reverse. We have the Child and the Man in the reverse. Okay. So what I see here is you not knowing what to do. This is why you're also not getting the change, because you don't know what you want. And you're being defensive about it when people try to address it. When people ask you what do you like, you might react. Pay attention to this, to these questions and how they make you feel, because it might be the case that when people ask you, I don't know, what's your favorite food, and you feel angry because you don't know what your favorite food is. You don't want to make this decision. You don't know what you like to eat, or like what's your favorite thing to do. You don't know what's your favorite thing to do. This makes you angry, and this also stops you to attract this change in your life. So you're going in the defensive mode because you don't know what you want from life, from a relationship, from a job, from creativity, art, whatever it is. We have the Three of Cups in the reverse. We have the Five of Cups in the upright. We have the Queen of Cups in the upright. Oh, the zebra in the reverse. Snake in the reverse, and the fox in the reverse. It's safe for you to open up and show vulnerability. But you don't, I'm so sorry, you don't have, right now you don't have people around you who would understand you. You have people around who understand, who have a very binary logic. They either understand yes or no, good or bad, black and white, and nothing in between. I don't want to say they're narrow-minded, but it is people who maybe already found themselves, or maybe they never had to struggle in their life finding their way in life, because they already knew what they want to do, or they wanted to do what they were supposed to do anyway, so they didn't have this problem. Or maybe they're very good at hiding all the scars and just pretending that they're good, and that's it. Fact is that it's not like you don't have emotions, but you don't know to what you want to attach your emotions, to what you want to dedicate your emotions, your passion, your dedication. And it makes you sad. And you've been a little bit, well, or maybe quite a lot, alone with these thoughts, with these feelings, with this not knowing where to apply yourself. Okay, let's see what else do we have. If I'm able to pick up the cards sometime today, we'll be able to proceed. Okay, we have the King of Pentacles in the reverse and the King of Swords in the upright. We have the Three of Swords in the reverse, the Fish in the upright, the Birds in the reverse, and the Woman. You might have a very dominant person in your life who might be a little bit responsible for this all. Might be a parent or a parent figure or a teacher whom you trusted, and they even meant well. They wanted to make you, understand that you need to, they wanted to prevent you from heartbreak. So, I mean, it might be a situation where you wanted to be, I don't know, a dancer, right? And you go to this person and say, I want to be a dancer. But this person looks at you and says, dancer is a very hard profession. You have to be in a top shape. It can go wrong very fast. You have to work very hard physically to achieve something. There's a lot of nepotism anyway, and I don't think you have the right personality for it. You only get hurt and you'll be out there in the street without money. So why don't you become an accountant? This is the sort of situation. They meant what they said, but they weren't really concerned about the influence that they will have on you and on their whole life. They really didn't care. And it's not because they were bad, but they just had absolutely no idea why it would hurt you. Why it is a very bad, well, not the best thing to say to you. So this might be the reason for all of this. We have the Queen of Cups in the reverse. Again, we have Justice in the upright. We have the Priestess of Swords, which is also a Page of Swords in the reverse. We have the Moth in the upright. We have the Letter in the reverse and the Mask in the reverse. Okay, I see you leaving this situation behind and going towards your dream. But without without realizing how to do it, maybe. I think it was something in the past that made you close up emotionally. Maybe you did to try to, let's say it was a dominant parent who wanted you to become an accountant. So you told them, you know what, screw you, I'm off to become a dancer. But you didn't know the right people, or maybe you didn't have enough money, or you didn't know how to go about becoming a dancer, so it didn't work out. And maybe becoming a dancer wasn't really meant for you to be. but it was a good thing that you tried. But the problem with everything that was said to you before, you closed up emotionally afterwards. You decided that wanting something and trying to achieve it will only hurt you, that it is, that becoming an accountant is the only thing that you can become in this life. And after that, you decided not to want anything. It might not even be a real scenario. They might have painted you this scenario so realistically, or maybe shown it at somebody else's example, so you didn't even have to do all this, to go through all of this, to decide, you know what, it's dangerous to have dreams. It's better to be, this theoretical accountant, hypothetical accountant, or whatever, than to try and go and get burned. And, So, yeah, we're dealing here with some people who spoiled some things for you when you were in your formative age. We have the Nine of Wands. We have the Emperor in the reverse again. We have the Knight of Cups in the upright. We have the Lamb in the reverse. We have the Clock in the upright and the Birds in the reverse. Okay, so I have good news for you, Sagittarius. You're going to, you know how you have this feeling that the time has come for change. The time has come for you to stop listening to people from your past. The time has come for you to stop being naive and trusting people. The time has come for you to go there and explore your emotions. Of course, it's not easy because you spend a whole lot of time repressing these emotions. You spend a whole lot of time teaching you that emotions and your path in your life don't have anything to do with each other. So, of course, you're not the master of your emotions. You might have some overwhelming experiences. You might have ups and downs. It's a process. It's a long process, but you're going to start it. And you will be determined to go through with it. So you won't be quitting. You will be learning to feel and to want. Sounds great. We have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the King of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the Fool in the reverse. We have the Oyster. We have the Well in the upright and the Mountains in the reverse. Again, good news. Good news for you. You'll be able to reconnect to the well, maybe to your talents that you've buried because you thought that you don't need them to be an accountant. Maybe you'll discover a new passion in life, something that you like to do. Basically, you discover that you are a treasure trove of numerous, very endless amount of unexplored talents, unexplored possibilities to develop. You're this oyster that contains a beautiful pearl that shimmers in all the colors imaginable. And it will be easy for you to understand it. So when you start, yes, it will be difficult to assess your emotions, but I think one of the first successes on this will be that you will recognize how much is there, how much you have to give, how much you have to offer What will be difficult for you to accept what people did to you with this influence in the past. I see here parents. I see here maybe just several people who had this influence on you in your young years. And you won't be able to, at least for now, to forgive them, to trust them, to go anywhere near them, which is understandable. So Sagittarius, it looks like a hell of a lot of stuff to process, but it has a very good outlook. It's like some sort of a coming-of-age story, a Bildungsroman. And it seems to have an amazing ending and character development. And Madame will see you again.